Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the Schools Division Office of Albay has expressed gratitude to the members of the Provincial School Board for their unwavering support, which significantly contributed to Albay achieving the coveted first rank in the recently concluded Palarong Bicol 2025. Albay Schools Division Superintendent and PSB Co-Chairperson Dr. Nene R. Merioles conveyed her heartfelt appreciation to the PSB members during a recent meeting, highlighting the crucial role their support played in the athletes' success at various levels. Albay secured the top spot at the Palarong Bicol with a medal tally of 76 gold, 81 silver, and 82 bronze medals. Meanwhile, SDO Albay, along with its PSB members, is actively preparing for the upcoming Palarong Pambansa, scheduled to take place from May 24 until June 2, 2025. In other story, the Albay Provincial Health Office is now fast-tracking the Albay Dialysis Center's application for its license to operate. According to Albay Acting Provincial Health Officer Dr. Estela B. Sanet, the health office is assisting Ayushman Las Pilipinas Incorporated in streamlining the licensing process, expected to be granted by the Department of Health as soon as its inspection of the health facility is complete. Dr. Zanet also revealed that 15 dialysis machines and equipment have already arrived in the province, awaiting the Department of Health inspection before proper installation at a center located in the Provincial Government of Albay building on Rizal Street, Barangay 1, Ems Barrio, Legazpi City. The official assured that the machines will pass inspection and receive a certificate of compliance from the Food and Drug Administration, which will serve as proof of the facility's compliance with the established technical requirements. In the national scene, former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque is considering filing a complaint to the European Court of Human Rights in an effort to secure the release of former President Rodrigo Duterte from detention. Roque referenced an alleged law in the Netherlands that prohibits the incarceration of individuals aged 80 and above. He plans to invoke provisions from both the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the European Convention on Human Rights to contest Duterte's continued detention at Scheveningen prison in The Hague, the ICC's detention center. The former presidential spokesperson is already consulting with Dutch legal experts to verify the existence and applicability of this alleged law, aiming to build a case against unlawful detention. Currently in The Hague and seeking asylum, he has already requested permission from the ICC to visit Duterte and coordinate legal strategies moving forward. In other story, Agriculture Secretary Francisco Kiko Tu Laurel Jr. has announced that the Department of Agriculture will start selling rice at 20 pesos per kilo in the Visayas. This initiative will be piloted in Region 6, 7, and 8 next week. Tu Laurel made this announcement after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. presided over a closed-door meeting with governors from these regions. According to the Agriculture Secretary, the program will continue until December, but it may be extended until February 2026. Additionally, the department will release its 358,000 metric tons of rice buffer stocks stored in warehouses. It is worth noting that President Marcos promised to bring down the price of rice to 20 pesos per kilo during his 2022 election campaign. In other news, Education Secretary Sonia Angara announced the formation of a Department of Education election task force designed to deliver real-time incident response for teachers overseeing polling stations during the May 12 midterm elections. This task force will have a command center operational from May 11 to May 13 and headquartered in Makati City. Among the signatories of an Interagency Memorandum of Agreement were the Commission on Elections, Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Philippine National Police, and DepEd, all collaborating to ensure a safe, transparent, and peaceful electoral process. The MOA outlines provisions for legal and medical support for teachers and staff assigned to election duties. Additionally, the Integrated Bar of the Philippines has committed to offering legal assistance to teachers who may find themselves in legal disputes while fulfilling their election responsibilities. And in the news outside the country, Ukrainian authorities issued an alert for a missile attack on Kiev early Thursday, reporting explosions heard throughout the capital. They reported damage in at least 2 districts and urged residents to take shelter. Drones were also heard flying over the city. In a bomb shelter set up in the basement of a residential building, over a dozen residents gathered after the air alert was issued. Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko stated that a 3-year-old child had been taken to the hospital, confirming later that at least 21 people were injured. Kiev was last struck by missiles on April 5, when at least 3 people were wounded. And finally, in the news outside the country, the Gaza Strip's Civil Defense Agency reported that its crew recovered charred bodies from a school turned shelter for displaced people, as new Israeli strikes have resulted in at least 17 deaths in the Hamas-run territory since dawn. Palestinians carry the shrouded bodies of relatives killed in an Israeli strike on a school turned shelter during their funeral near Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City, located in the northern Gaza Strip. This situation arises as Germany, France, and the United Kingdom urge Israel to lift its blockade in humanitarian aid entering the besieged territory, which was imposed on March 2. 11 of the victims, including women and children, perished in an airstrike targeting the Yafa school building in Gaza City's Al-Stufa neighborhood. Several bodies, wrapped in white shrouds, were laid at the morgue of Al-Shifa Hospital, while the wounded were also being treated at the facility. And that's all for the news at 12, April 25th, 2025. We'll be back next week for more news updates. And thanks to our news writer, LJ Lorejo and Erica Dumlao. And on the technical side, Tad Bobis. Of course, our information officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our governor, Edsel Grex Lagman, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.